Shadows of Starlight number 2 starts immediately after Starlight's fall and covers several months of time. But the initial chunk of the issue starts with a big conversation. Avar and Elzar have only a few days later. Both are dealing with the loss of Stellan, their pole star, and what they view as their part in his death, as they can't help but feel like their actions alone are the cause. Avar makes her case first, how her actions chasing after Lorna D took her away from Starlight and left Stellan to take her place. Her continued failures to live up to her lofty titles what brought their friend down. Elzar makes his next, revealing to Avar how he executed Chancellero before understanding the full situation, leading to the station's collapse and Stellan's selfless actions. Instead of them trying to help one another through these moments, they are too focused on taking the blame as a way of lessening the burden on the other. But they don't get to talk about it much more when Avar reveals she's not complying with the Jedi Council's orders to return home. She thinks being a Jedi, not focusing on decisions based on what she or Elzar need while being a Jedi, is the only path forward for justice to be served against the Nihil for what they've done, for what they've stolen from them. What follows is us seeing their earliest actions in the months which follows, with Elzar in the Republic trying to fill in Stellan's shoes, beard and all, and Avar eventually behind the storm wall, trapped in Nihil-controlled space, and looking for a way to serve justice. For Avar, she comes to Allard, where the inhabitants learn from the Nihil they'll get along just fine as long as they accept the Jedi are their enemies now. But they still help her as she helps them. With Elzar, he grows frantic to contact Avar, to make sure she's alright. After the storm wall goes up, Avar's attempts to help come undone eventually, as somehow the Nihil learn of a Jedi's involvement with the planet, and send General VS's, who has a starring antagonist role in Soul's The High Republic Tootie the Blade miniseries and Returns in Darkness Jedi Hunters, to track her down and teach the village a lesson. As for Elzar, with 4-5 at his side, his attempts fail. First being unable to correctly build old technology, and later when 4-5 does what Stellan would've, and stops Elzar from being Elzar. However, the droid knows how important his goals of reaching out to Avar are, so he's correctly built the old technology, and Elzar attempts to make contact one last time. When Avar realizes Elzar is on his way, she makes her big reveal to the Nihil and challenges their grip on the sector.